So the last activity is for your baby minion. You're going to take a look at mom and dad's information. You're going to create the 6 Punnett squares to figure out what the baby's possible genotypes and phenotypes are in percent. So in this case, let's say, just as an example, my one parent is homozygous recessive for 2 eyes, and my second parent is heterozygous for 1 eye. I created a Punnett square here where we have the parents, heterozygous and homozygous recessive. I wrote down the possible genotypes and phenotypes of what the baby is. But if you can see here, the baby can either be 2 genotypes or there's 2 options for phenotypes, and I don't know which one to choose. Okay, so in this case, we're going to have to take a look at 3A through D. Okay, and this will give you the instructions on how to pick which genotype and phenotype the baby's going to have. So how do you do that? Well, we're going to look at the parents. So if the parent is here, we have one parent is heterozygous, one parent is homozygous recessive. I'm going to look for that on 3A through D, heterozygous and homozygous recessive. And from there I see 3B. One parent is homozygous recessive, one parent is heterozygous. Okay? And in this case, it is right. I'm going to have 2 options for genotypes and phenotypes. So in this case, I'm going to flip the coin once. If I get heads, that means I'm going to have a baby that has the heterozygous genotype. If I flip tails, then that means the baby's going to have recessive or homozygous recessive. Okay? So in this case, I have tails. So that means that tails means homozygous recessive. And I'm going to circle the genotype and phenotype that the baby has. So the baby is homozygous recessive, so I'm going to go ahead and circle that. And in this case, this represents 2 eyes. So I'm going to represent that and circle it. I'm going to do that for all the Punnett squares and use those genotypes and phenotypes to create my drawing for the baby.